Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm pretty sure for the sneaker community it was a very exciting one. For some of us it was a very disappointing one. As you probably know and you can tell, we had the release of the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. And in this video I want to share with you guys some of my thoughts in terms of investing in this shoe. Just to reminder, everything that we do on this channel we do from a business point of view, from a business perspective. We're looking at numbers, we're making some predictions, and then we're trying to decide whether investing in a certain shoe is gonna be a good opportunity, is gonna be profitable or not. For the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal, they released this past Saturday. It was April the 17th. Retail was 170 US or 230 Canadian. So that's your new normal for the Jordan 1. And I know for Canada, and I can talk for Canada, we only had grade school pairs drop online on Foot Locker. Foot Locker stores and Champs, they did not release any pairs because they had late shipments. And also part of Canada is in a lockdown and some of the stores are closed. And from my understanding, they want to wait until everything opens up again and they're going to do a nationwide release. I was able to secure a pair. I had to pay resale. I actually traded a pair of University Blues and I added some dollars on top. And a couple of Nike stores were able to release men's and grade school. So those were the only stores, a couple of Nike ones. Other than that, it's only grade school. And that was done online, so everyone is still waiting to receive their pairs. In the US, it was both men's and grade school. I'm pretty sure they had in-store and online releases as well. Pairs are starting to come in, they're slowly starting to show up, and the stock was obviously a lot better than Canada. In terms of quality, I'm not gonna go in depth, but I can tell you one thing that I've noticed, and I actually have the University Blues as well. Quality is, in my opinion, better on the University Blue. The leather, it's softer and more buttery, and I also like this color combination better, the black, blue, and white, compared to the ones that are on the Hyper Royals. They only come with one extra lace. It's the Hyper Royal color, I'm guessing, and then you also have your white laces. Other than that, nothing crazy. I am gonna note though that everyone's expecting this to be like the next Jordan 1 Turbo Green. So, you know, even when they're doing comparison or even when people are doing price prediction, everything was based on the Turbo Green ones. And I'm gonna discuss about that in the next couple of minutes, and I'll show you and I'll explain you why I don't think it's accurate and I don't think it is relevant. And the first reason that I'm gonna start with, it's obviously the sales number and also the resale price. So if we look on StockX, we'll notice that for men's pairs, we only have about 5,000 sales over the last couple of days. And resale, it's somewhere around 440 to maybe 450 US, give or take a couple of dollars based on the size that you are buying. For grade schools, on the other hand, it's very shocking in my opinion. There are only 700 sales over the last couple of days, and resale, it's about 400 to maybe 420, again, give or take. But for a pair that was so hyped before release to only have 700 sales over the last couple of days, I find this very strange, and it's definitely a question mark. Why are there only 700 sales over the last couple of days? If we want to compare, and we're gonna go and check the Turbo Green ones for the men's size, from 2019 up until today, 2021, we only have about 3,300 sales. For grade school pairs, we only have about 1,000 sales. Price-wise, the men's are going for 600 to 700 US, and grade school, Gray school are pretty much all over the place. I've seen sales for 500, but I've also seen sales for 700. I guess it all depends on who's selling and who's willing to buy, because obviously demand is a lot higher than supply, and usually that makes the prices go up, and then whoever has the pairs, whoever has a dead stock pair, pretty much controls market. But to go back to the turbo greens, and the reason why I don't think the Hyper Royal comparison to the turbo greens is relevant or is accurate, I'm going to go back to 2019 when the turbo greens first released. And then if you can check StockX, the price was going for close to retail. And it's the same for pretty much every single pair of Jordan 1s released in 2019. They were either going for retail or maybe slightly over retail, or they were either going for under retail, and then most of them ended up in the Nike outlets. So that was throughout the whole year of 2019, up until maybe March or April of 2020. We were in a pandemic, and that's when the Last Dance documentary came out on TV. It was between April and May of 2020. And if you go and check the turbo greens before the Last Dance documentary and after, you will see why there's a skyrocket in terms of price, because I call it the documentary effect. After that, every single Jordan 1, or let's say majority of Jordan 1s, literally skyrocket in price. The turbo greens went from 350, 300, 350, and now we're seeing prices of $600, $700. Obsidians went from 300, 350, again they went to 550, and 600. So that's why, because we have this precedent, everyone is trying to compare the Hyper Royals and even the University Blues, which I have here. They're trying to compare either to the turbo greens or the Obsidians. So that's why resale started really high. 400 to 450, in my opinion, it's really overpriced for a regular Jordan 1. It's nothing crazy about it, right? It's not a Off-White collab, a Travis Scott or anything else. It's simply a Jordan 1, but because we have a precedent, that's why people are trying to capitalize on that and saying, oh, this is going to be the next turbo green. The University Blues are going to be the next Obsidians. I honestly doubt it. And if you look at turbo greens, people were actually wearing their pairs. The fact that there are only 3,000 sales from 2019 to 2021, that means people were actually and are actually wearing their pairs. No one really expected, right, to see prices go up the way they did. Same with the Obsidians. I don't have the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure there are less than 10,000 sales, especially for the men's size, from 2019 again up to 2021. Where if you look at the University Blues, we're already at 24,000 sales within the last month or so since they released. So no one really expected the price to skyrocket. And again, it has to do with the Last Dance documentary, the documentary effect. Okay, now that we have a better understanding of how the sales are looking and how the resale is looking in terms of value and numbers, let's try and make some predictions for the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. Is this going to be a good investment? Is this going to be a good opportunity? My personal thoughts is no. I don't see this as a good investment. I don't see it as a good opportunity. I don't see the numbers going similar to the turbo greens. I don't see them going over $600. And for them to reach $600, it's probably going to take 18 months to 2 years. And to lock that much of capital for the next 2 years, it's not feasible for me. It's not reasonable. I would rather invest my money in some quick flips and have a better return over time than just locking everything that I have into the Hyper Royal. Now, if you have money and you don't really care, or it's money that you don't plan on using anyways, I would rather honestly invest in the University Blues. Although I told you guys in my previous video, number-wise, it's not looking good for me either. But if you were to, to pick between the Hyper Royal and the University Blues, I would rather go with the University Blues, and I would go honestly with the grade school pairs because it looks like it's a trend right now. The grade school pairs are doing better and better in terms of sales, in terms of numbers, in terms of profits. Now, if you're lucky enough to secure a pair for retail and you already have it in hand like I do, I would highly recommend that you guys sell it right away. Sell it before people start getting their online orders, before the restocks happen in the next couple of weeks, before, if you're in Canada, before the physical stores like Foot Locker and Champs, they release their pairs, before they reopen. Sell it now, make your profits, and move on to the next investment. If you can sell it locally so you can save on the fees and shipping and whatever else you have. If you cannot sell it locally, I would recommend GOAT first because of the better payouts. So definitely sell it now because I do believe prices will dip in the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see them close to $350, $370 for men's sizing. It might happen, it might not. Personally, again, I wouldn't be surprised. So that's why I would encourage everyone, try and sell your pairs now. And there we have it. These are some of my thoughts regarding the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you are lucky enough to get a pair for retail. Was it easy? Was it hard? Are you planning on holding? You're planning on selling? Where do you see resale going with this pair? And then just let's have a conversation. Hopefully we can inspire each other and we can, make a better sneaker community. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe and God bless.